Today I'm going to talk about that modulation. Why do we do modulation? Okay. We all know that our voice frequency is between 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Okay, it is the low frequency signal. So we cannot able to transmit the low frequency signal for a long distance. So we prefer the high frequency signal. Why do we go for that high frequency signal? Why we cannot able to transmit the low frequency signal? We should know about these things, then only we can able to understand why we are go for the modulations. I will tell about these things clearly. First of all, I'm going to talk about the height of the antenna. How to design an antenna, because what are the parameters we need to design the height of the antenna? The first of all, we should know that about that. We already know the formula of the lambda equal to c divided by f. C represents the speed of light. Speed of light is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Okay, if you know the speed of light and the frequency range, guess what, which frequency are you going to transmit from the antenna? Because if you know these two parameters, we can easily find out the value of lambda. If you know the value of lambda, okay, we can easily find out the height of the antenna. Okay, the h represents the height of the antenna, h equal to lambda divided by 4. So we can easily find that height of the antennas by using c and f values. Okay, here I decided to transmit the 15 hertz low frequency signal. Okay, first of all, if I know that, I already showed that formula to you. So by using this, I'm going to I substitute these two values, f values and c values, in that lambda equation. Finally I got the value of lambda is 20 kilometers. So I finally substitute these 20 kilometers, the lambda value, in h equation. Okay, so finally I got the value of h is 5 kilometers. So if you want to transmit the 15 hertz low frequency signal, you have to build the antenna with the height of at least 5 kilometers. Is it possible to build an antenna to transmit a 15 hertz signal? It is impossible to transmit it. It is impossible to build. So, what are the parameters? What are the things it will affect if you transmit a low frequency signal? The second thing I'm going to talk about the interference. First thing I already said that if you transmit a low frequency signal, you have to build an antenna with the largest height. Okay. The second thing, if you transmit any signal with low frequencies, okay, you will get another problems, that is interference. Okay, I'm going to talk about the interference. The first of all, here one station is there and this one is the second one. Okay, if these two stations they are transmitting any data with nearby frequency, means interference it will be occur. Okay, interference means sometimes, okay, if the difference between the frequency difference between the two channel is very less, means we can simultaneously hear the two stations voice at the same time. That is the interference, that unwanted signals you can you can hear it because of this interference. To avoid this interference, we have to maintain more difference. We have to maintain the difference, it should be high between the two stations. These two stations frequency difference, it should be high to avoid interference. Okay, can you clear that? Okay, now I'm going to talk about that energy, because the energy is directly proportional to the frequency. Okay, if you transmit the signal with low frequency range, the energy of the signal also reduce, so you cannot receive the signal effectively. Okay, so if you transmit any signal with low frequency, because you are going to receive the signal with poor condition. Okay, so these are the three parameters. It will affect our signal if you transmit any data with low frequencies. The another thing is power radiation. Okay, if you increasing the power, you can increase the boundary area or coverage area of these base stations. Okay, for example, power radiation is more, you can cover more areas. Okay, so to increase the coverage area of the base station, you have to transmit the signal with high frequency. For example, here they preferred low frequency. Okay, low frequency, if here they prefer the low frequency, so if you send the signal with low frequency means the lambda value it will be increased. Okay, here we know the formula of power radiation, it is indirectly proportional to the lambda. If lambda value it will be increased, the power radiation it will be decreased. If the power radiation it will be decreased, the coverage area it will be decreased. Okay, so if you choose high frequency signal, to transmit, the lambda value it will be decreased, so the power radiation it will be increased, we can cover the more areas. Okay, so that's why we want to transmit a data with high frequencies. Okay, so we are going to impose the message signal on the carrier signals. Okay, the based on the amplitude of the message signal or the frequency of the message signal or the phase of the message signal, we are varying the carrier signal. Okay, the carrier signal is a high frequency signal. The based on the message signal, we are adjusting the phase, amplitude and frequency of the carrier signals. Okay, this is called as the modulations. That's why we are doing this modulation process. Okay, so if you like my videos, okay, kindly subscribe it. Thank you for watching my videos.